Hi everyone, and welcome to our informational webinar, Teaching in the USA with Educational Partners International. We are Educational Partners International, but we commonly call ourselves EPI for short, so you'll hear me call us that throughout this presentation. My name is Jessica, and I work as a content specialist for EPI. I'm from the mountains of North Carolina, and before working for EPI, I taught English at the community college level. And I'm really excited to have a job that combines my passion for education with my passion for cultural exchange. Today I will be talking about what EPI does and how you can apply. We also want you to take this opportunity to ask any questions that you have regarding our company and our process. You can ask us questions in the comment box and we will answer them at the end of the presentation. Keep in mind that we won't be able to answer questions about your specific application for privacy reasons. All of those questions should be emailed to us at team@teachwithepi.com. Once again, our email is team@teachwithepi.com. So today's webinar is a general introduction to EPI. By the end of this presentation, we hope you will understand our mission and know the benefits both in program and after you leave the US. We will also answer any questions that you have about the EPI program. So the first question that most people have is, what is EPI? And you can answer this question in a lot of ways, but first and foremost, EPI is a cultural exchange program that brings international teachers into the US to teach. Officially, EPI is designated as a sponsor for an exchange visitor program. We have become a world leader in cultural exchange, helping hundreds of teachers from around the world to come to the US to teach. Teachers in our program are currently teaching in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida. So while we work with schools across the southern United States, our office is in North Carolina, which is about where that arrow is. We would love to know where you all are from too, so please take time to go ahead and tell us in the comments. So to really understand the importance of US cultural exchange, you probably need to know more about the history of how cultural exchange got started in the United States. Much of the cultural exchange movement in the US was started by Senator J. William Fulbright. He was passionate about strengthening US international relations and saw cultural exchange as a good way to accomplish this. You are probably familiar with his name because he created the Fulbright program, which is a famous international education scholarship. After creating the Fulbright program, he developed and passed the Fulbright-Hays Act of 1961. The purpose of this act was to increase mutual understanding between the people of the United States and the people of other countries by means of educational and cultural exchange in order to strengthen the ties which unite us with other nations. The Fulbright-Hays Act led to the creation of cultural exchange programs across the United States. If you have been on our website, you have probably seen this definition for EPI. Educational Partners International is an exchange visitor program authorized to sponsor teachers for K-12 placement in public, private, and charter schools in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida. But what does that actually mean? Well, as we've already stated, it means that we offer cultural exchange opportunities for teachers from other countries to come to the United States. Cultural exchange means that our teachers come to the United States to share their culture and then return to their home country so that they can share what they have learned about the US. Our program is a 3-year program. After you have finished the program, you will be able to return to your home country for 2 years. And those 2 years where you go back home are really important because that is where you are going to complete our cultural exchange mission. Of course, we want to help you come to the US to share your culture, but we are also interested in you returning home and sharing your experience in the US with other people in your home country. That is because EPI believes sharing knowledge across cultures and venues improves understanding among teachers, students, administrators, and members of the communities in which we live. This is the whole reason why we do this program. Your ability to bring your culture to the United States and then take United States culture back home with you is really what true cultural exchange is about. Exchanging knowledge and information between cultures so that we can understand each other better as a global community. So what does this kind of cultural exchange look like? Well, as a teacher with EPI, you will create projects and events to help share some of your culture with students and teachers in the US. Today, we have a couple of examples of projects that our teachers have done in the past. So this is an activity one of our Filipino teachers organized for his class. He taught his class about the Filipino Mascara Festival and its history. He then had his students make their own traditional festival masks. Claudia, a Spanish immersion teacher from Mexico, wanted to teach her students about how Mother's Day is celebrated in her home country. She hosted a Mother's Day celebration where her students read poems in Spanish and sang songs for their mothers. One of our Jamaican teachers participated in a cultural exchange expo in her community. For the expo, she created a display of Jamaican food, symbols, and attractions that she felt really represented her home country. So now that you have more of a background on who we are and what we do, it's time to talk about what benefits you will get from participating in our program. As we keep talking about, the most obvious benefit is that you will get to encounter new cultural experiences, experience life in the US, and share your culture with people who would not normally experience it. Your students here may not know very much at all about life in your home country, and you will get to share things with your students that they would have never known otherwise. By doing this, you also have the opportunity to make a positive impact for students all over the world, not just in your home country. Also, one of the most important things that we offer you is cultural and instructional support for you during your time here in the United States. We think teacher support is a major part of this whole process and one of the most important things that we do. We are invested in your success, so we are available as a resource for you even after you arrive in the US. So let's take a moment to talk more in depth about the type of support that we offer our teachers. EPI Support Program is an area of pride for us as a cultural exchange program. As soon as you are placed in a school, one of our dedicated and trained support team members will contact you to help guide you in the process of moving to the US. The relationship between you and the support team is an important one and will continue throughout your time as an EPI program member. Should you need help of any kind while you are in the US, the EPI support team is ready to help you. At EPI, we understand that American students need the international perspective that teachers like you bring, and we are dedicated in doing all we can to help you deliver it. From culture shock to meeting the needs of struggling learners, we are here to support you. So EPI is a type of program that not only provides benefits while you are here, but also when you return to your home country. The experiences and professional development that you will have while in the United States is something that you will carry with you your whole life. Once you are done with our program, you will be able to go home with a new perspective that will enrich your personal and professional life. Also, participating in this program means that you are now a world educator. You are a teacher who has taught multiple students from all over the world. Experiences like these are truly life-changing, and you will not be the same kind of teacher or person that you were before you came here, which we consider to be one of the major benefits of participating in our program. So before we finish talking about the benefits that EPI has to offer, here's what some of our teachers say about their time in the United States with EPI. Lynn from Australia says, being in the EPI program has given me the opportunity to meet people from all over the world and to learn from their culture and language. It has been challenging at times, but it's allowed me to grow as a person and to step out of my comfort zone. Maria from Spain says, with EPI, you are never alone. You always have great people with you to be your connection between you and your school. I would like to emphasize how you grow personally and professionally through this experience. Thank you, EPI. Okay, so now it's time for questions. I will be answering any questions that you've left in the comments. So if you have not had time to submit your questions yet, please ask them now. Also, we encourage you to tell us about yourself. We would love to know where you are from and what you are currently teaching. It looks like we have already heard from teachers from the Philippines, Colombia, Mexico, and Honduras today. So wherever you're joining us from, thank you for being here today. Okay, so the first question that we have is, how do I get started? I'm guessing that's how do I get started with the application? I'm going to be showing a brief video about this in a minute, but just to go over the basics, you will go to our website, teachwithepi.com. Again, that website is teachwithepi.com. And once you are at our website, you will scroll down until you see the big orange button that says click here to apply. Then once you click the button, you'll answer some questions about your eligibility and click submit at the bottom of the page. And after you've done that, you'll be able to start your account with your email address and password. So our next question is, how long does the application process take? This is a question that we get a lot, and it's hard to answer because the length of the process really varies from applicant to applicant. It depends on your personal situation. But everyone, before they can finish the application, will have to upload all of their official documents and complete 2 interviews with EPI team members. So you can really make the application go faster by making sure that you have your documents in order and upload it as soon as possible. Okay, our next question for today is, what are the requirements and qualifications? This is something I will touch on in a minute too. So in short, we ask that teachers have at least 2 years full-time teaching experience, that they are currently teaching, and that they have strong English skills. Our next question is, do we have an online teaching program? A similar question that we also get sometimes is, can I teach part-time? And I'm guessing these are teachers that are looking to continue teaching in their home country and teach in the United States with us. Unfortunately, as a cultural exchange program, we're really looking for you to come to the US and really interact with students so that you have the full cultural experience of students in the US, and the US students has the full cultural experience of having a teacher from your country. So at the moment, we do not have an online teaching program. All of our teachers come to the US and teach full-time in American schools. Okay, for our next question, where is EPI located? So our office is in North Carolina, but we place teachers in schools in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida. Can I apply now for next year, 2019? That's a great question. So all of our teachers who are applying right now are being considered for positions that would start at the beginning of the 2019 school year. In the United States, that's August. That's when their school year starts. So all of these positions will begin in August 2019. All right, and our next question is, do I need to have teaching experience? So that's a great question. Yes, you do need teaching experience. We only work with teaching professional, so you need to have at least 2 years full-time teaching experience. If you do not currently have 2 years full-time teaching experience, you can always apply after you get that experience. Our next question is, what subjects are you looking for? So EPI places teachers in all subjects, and that's math, English, social studies, music, art, science. Basically every subject that we teach in K-12 schools in the United States, those are the subjects that we're looking for applicants from. Okay, and our last question for today is there an application or placement fee? This is another question that we get a lot. And so the answer is no, EPI does not charge you an application or placement fee. However, when you're going through the application, you will notice that some of the documents that you need to get will cost money. For example, passports, criminal record checks, certified translations. Those will almost always cost you money to obtain. However, EPI is never going to charge you an application fee. Okay, so that was our last question for today. If you did not get to ask your question, please go ahead and leave it in the comments. We will come back and answer all remaining questions in the comments after the broadcast. So now that you know more about us, the question is EPI right for you? Here we have listed some of the basic requirements for our program. EPI teachers must have a bachelor's degree, they must have at least 2 years full-time teaching experience, they must be currently teaching, and they must have advanced English skills. So if that sounds like it applies to you, you can go ahead and start your application at teachwithepi.com. As you can see in this video, the first step is to go to our website, teachwithepi.com/teachers. Once you're there, you will scroll down until you see the orange button that says click here to apply. Then you will answer some questions about your eligibility and click the submit button. After you answer the questions, you will be able to make an account with your email address and start your application. If you have already started the application process, be sure that you are checking your email regularly for updates on your status. So in closing today, I would like to share this quote from J. William Fulbright that I feel illustrates the importance of cultural exchange education. We must try to expand the boundaries of human wisdom, empathy, and perception, and there is no way of doing that except through education. Much like Fulbright talks about here, at EPI we hope to expand the understanding of U.S. students by giving them the opportunity to learn from teachers like you. So that's all for today, everybody. If you are interested in viewing our previous webinars or signing up for upcoming webinars, go to teachwithepi.com/webinars and sign up for our mailing list. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook to hear about our upcoming events, as well as to hear more from our current teachers. If you have any more questions, be sure to email us at team@teachwithepi.com. I'll say that email address for you one more time. It's team@teachwithepi.com. On behalf of everyone at EPI, thanks for joining us and have a great day, everyone.